Everybody, it's Nicole. It is Monday. Is it Monday? Yep, it's Monday, the 30th, and it is about 9 o'clock. I've been up for 4 or 5 hours now. Yeah, you would think vacation, no school, so I should sleep a little. No, the body decides that I need to wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So, in any case, we'll get this out of the way, like I always do. Still got the giveaway going on. I'll put the links down below where you can take a look at the prizes and then where you can enter. We just need to hit 1,115 subscribers, and then I will give those items away. So if you are already subscribed, definitely go ahead and enter. If you're not, hit the subscribe button. Always hit the notification button so you know when I upload something new. And then if you can hit the like button, that helps me out, along with the comment down below. That pushes me out into the algorithm. So with that being said, I'm going to give a little trigger warning here now. This is going to be an update with what's been going on and why I haven't posted in the last couple of days. So, if right now is not a good time for you to watch these videos, that's fine. It won't hurt my feelings. I have lots of other videos you can check out. I've got them put in individual playlists, or if you want to watch all of them, you are more than welcome to hit the playlist that says all, that has everything all together, including videos like this. So, if you want to skip these kind of videos, obviously don't watch these kind of videos. Or if you're not ready right now, that's completely fine. It would help if you could check out my other stuff. We do all kinds of other things. Unboxings of mystery boxes. Those are my favorite. Arts and crafts of all different kinds. I've got some cooking videos. Today, actually, I'm going to be making some banana lumpia. I don't know if I've ever showed you guys how to make banana lumpia. Maybe I'll do that later. Maybe after I do this one, I will get off my butt and do that. So, in any case, like I said, if you're not up for it right now, that's fine. Come back and check it out when you are ready. You won't hurt my feelings if you decide that right now is not the time. So, with that being said, we're going to move on to what has been going on. So, I'm sure probably for you, like it was for me, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day was nuts. Even though we don't have family here, it was still kind of crazy. On Christmas Eve, I was up early. I think I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. The last several days, I've been waking up really early in the morning. I don't know why. My body clock has been completely off, but it has been, where I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll let the dog out, and then I'll shut all the lights off to try to, get the brain to shut off and stuff, so I can maybe get a couple of hours of more sleep. That, and then the nice thing is that when I do shut the lights off after I let the dog out, he is usually pretty chill. I will, hang out on his bed and go back to sleep. Because he is kennel trained, so when I go to bed or we all go to bed, he's in his kennel and he's perfectly happy being in there. That's his safe place. So, in any case, yeah. So, one would think that it wouldn't have kicked my butt as much as it did, because it did. Christmas Eve, after I woke up, I tried to get a little bit more sleep, which I did. I just turned on the news and fell back asleep for a little bit. And then I think it was maybe about 8 or 8:30, I woke up, got changed and brushed my teeth and all that stuff, because there were still a couple of things I wanted to get done before like all the stores and stuff started to shut down. And then obviously I needed to get my husband's last Christmas gift. So everybody got two Christmas gifts. The kids got some small stocking stuffers, but I didn't go like completely overboard, uh, just because. And just because, I don't know, I just felt like um, what the kids, well, mainly my younger one, I always joke, he has champagne taste on a beer budget. He wanted a brand new computer or a brand new laptop, and guys know that's not exactly the cheapest thing to buy. I really, really wanted to be able to get it for him, but I just couldn't figure out a way to make it work financially. Because we are a Apple family, and you guys know that Apple computers and laptops aren't exactly the cheapest thing in the world. But he did ask for some new AirPods. So I did that instead and did it on payments instead of, uh, I didn't put it on credit. So I'm just making payments on it through, like a firm, or like Zip or Klarna. That's usually how I do things. Is I'll purchase something and I'll make smaller separate payments instead of like this massive payment. That's how I do the yarn too. So anyway, so I did that, and then dinner. I made dinner, and that's the thing that's really frustrating with being like chronically fatigued. Um, is all the things that I would like to do or want to do. So I'm sure like later when I make the lumpia, I will be exhausted. So I made chicken katsu for dinner, and everybody enjoyed that because I know they really miss my home cooking. So I really should make better use of my Instant Pot that I got a couple of years ago. Because this one that my mom got me has an air fryer on it, and I have yet to use it. But I have used the Instant Pot part of it. I just haven't figured out how to use the air fryer portion. So I'll figure out something to make using the air fryer. So that's what we had on Christmas Eve. And then here, a lot of the restaurants are closed. We're closed on Christmas Day for like dinner or just as a whole. So I knew that in advance. And so I, shopped for that the weekend before, so that I had everything that I needed when it came time for Christmas Day dinner. Plus, I wanted it to be something special. So we had some, I made steaks, I made some roasted asparagus, I made some cheddar biscuits, and then we had rice. Always have to have rice with everything. So I did that. I didn't make dessert because I knew that my body wouldn't be able to make dessert. So dinner was nice. Because I had marinated the steak earlier in the morning, since I was up so early, and because I had the defrost process. Sorry, I need to sit up on the couch. So I started the defrost process on on Monday of that week. So I have a feeling that this week is going to be same thing. So I'm thinking that probably tomorrow I'm going to have to pick up some stuff for New Year's Day dinner, because I have a feeling places are going to be closed as well. And so I'll figure something out. Because, well, and the thing is like, so like after I had made dinner for Christmas Eve, when I sat down, after making, everything for dinner, I was literally out of breath. Like I was huffing and puffing. And then the same thing went for Christmas dinner. Sitting down, I was literally huffing and puffing. It's just like ridiculous. And it's so entirely frustrating. Sometimes I feel like it really sucks to be me. And yeah. But I did call my family back in Hawaii via FaceTime, so I got to see everybody. And my mom is going slightly deaf, and this is in part due to her cancer treatment. She had breast cancer a little over a decade ago, and so she went through chemotherapy and she went through radiation therapy, and she said that her oncologist told her that the radiation therapy, she said, according to whatever her oncologist told her, that one of the longer term effects of the radiation therapy was that there was a possibility that it could affect her hearing. So I'm not a doctor, so I'm not sure. But in any case, she is slowly, losing her hearing. And so she has to wear hearing aids now. She is in her early 70s. So talking to her sometimes, I have to shout over the phone. And so she had a hard time with the FaceTime because plus with, all the ambient noise from my cousins and the little kids and everything running in the background, she had a hard time hearing. And so yeah, it was hard because, seeing everybody and not actually being there. I would like to be able to go back home and visit, like, soon. Obviously not right now, but soon. Maybe in a couple of years we'll have enough money to save and get back there. So, which, part of me is like, I guess that's part of what motivates me to want to make this channel succeed, other than helping those of you who deal with the same things that I do, that I will be able to earn the little bit of money to, raise enough cash to possibly, one is we want to go to Japan. So I want to raise enough money to get us to Japan. I have some of the money, but not enough to get us to Japan. Number two, raise enough money to get us back to Hawaii for a vacation. So right now, I think, well, after the new year and the holidays are over, my first task is to get passports taken care of so that when it comes time for us to go to Japan, we're ready to go with the passports, because that is the one thing that's probably going to take the longest. So yeah, anyway, the reason why I haven't posted the last couple of days is because I have been like really, really tired, really exhausted, to the point where like the last couple of days, all I've been doing is sleeping. Part of me felt like it's been depression. I don't know if that's the case, or if it's just being exhausted from exerting so much energy due to, all the cooking and doing stuff around the house, because my husband has been working every day since the 20th, and he is not done. He won't be done working on every day until Wednesday, which I believe is the first. I think that's finally his last day of working back to back to back. And that will be 13 days of working. So, and it kind of sucks because I miss him, I miss him. And because he works, super early in the morning, it's like I see him for a few hours. And sometimes it's not, I don't really get to interact with him because he's sleeping. He's napping on the couch, which is fine because, he's been working so much. So I'm not going to say anything about that, because he deserves to rest because he's been working so hard. And the other thing is that, so, obviously I have to pick up the slack, and, which of course physically is tiring. So it's a matter of, like taking care of the dog and the cats and the kids and, whatever. So, and then of course taking care of myself as best as I can. And then luckily I don't really have any other appointments except for therapy, which is usually on Fridays, and it's always a telemed appointment. So that's always a plus. The only real appointment that I have that's coming, so I have a couple of like in-person appointments that are coming up. So one is actually for my son. He has an appointment tomorrow that's earlier in the morning, which I'm sure he's not going to be happy about. It's at 8:45 in the morning. He's been complaining about not being able to see well enough, even though we just got him some glasses. And so he's been saying that his glasses haven't been working very well. So we need to get his eyes checked again, which unfortunately we're going to have to pay the cash price for it because he had his eyes checked in May. Luckily, though, there's a warranty on the lenses for his glasses. So it won't cost us anything to have the lenses replaced if his prescription has indeed changed. And then the other appointment is going to be my pre-op, because I am, for those of you who don't know, I will be having hip surgery on the 13th of January. I had hoped it would have been done this month in December because I have already reached my medical out-of-pocket maximum. So, insurance would have had to pay for everything, but unfortunately the doctor didn't have anything available for me to have it done in December, because obviously, one, the medical insurance, and two, the quicker I get it done, the quicker I can be on the path to recovery. But unfortunately, I can't get it done until the 13th of January. So, and my husband's birthday is in January. He'll be turning the big 50. So I want to try to make it as special as possible for him. So I've been trying to figure out a really great birthday present for him. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know. Not sure what to do. Maybe I might have an idea. An idea just popped in my head. Like a keychain of some sort. I don't know. We'll see how if I can get it taken care of. And the thing is I have to do it so that he doesn't see it. So yeah, so there's that. But yeah, so like yesterday, the day before, so yesterday was Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Yeah, so essentially since Thursday, it's been wake up super early in the morning because my body is like, let's wake up. And then I'll come out to the living room, and then I will get my jacket and my coat on because it's, in the 30s in the morning here. Usually during the day it warms up some to like maybe in the 60s or 50s. And then, so I'll let my dog out and then come back in and he'll settle down on his bed, and then I'll, feed and water everybody, and then I'll shut all the lights off. The light is on, and then I usually will fall asleep with the TV on in the background with, the background noise. I know you guys have heard me say stuff about background noise and the fact that it helps me sometimes calm down. I don't always necessarily like having it completely quiet in the house. So yeah, that's what it's been for the last couple of days. Like yesterday, I didn't even really change out of my pajamas until 11:30, which made me feel like really lazy. I had my contacts on, I had brushed my teeth, but I hadn't changed out of pajamas. I eventually did because we needed to go to the store to pick up dog food and some odds and ends and stuff. But I know I do need, so I'm probably thinking tomorrow when I go out to take my son to the doctor, we probably stop at the store and pick up something for dinner. I don't know what. Maybe I'll make a roast or something like that. I can use the Instant Pot. Then I won't feel quite so exhausted. The life of somebody who is chronically ill and in pain. So much fun. So yeah. The upside is that my pain management doctor, even though I was really, like, you guys know, it threw me for a huge loop, that, because I'm still tapering off of my my anxiety meds, but they said that it's okay for me to use medical marijuana instead, to help with the anxiety. So that's the route that I'm going to go to manage the panic attacks. So the nice thing is that it's sort of kind of gotten better, sort of kind of, I don't know. It's hard to determine. And I think that's part of the reason why I wake up in the morning, is because it's usually because of a panic attack and my brain won't shut off to get it to calm down. So anyway, the other thing that kind of sucks is like, since my husband has been working so much, it's like, you get up in the morning and I'm out here by myself. I mean, yes, I have my 2 cats and a dog, and my kids are home, but they're in their rooms. I'm out here. It's so lonely. It's pretty pathetic. I mean, it is. I shouldn't be lonely. I mean, because my family is here, but I feel alone. And I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. I don't know. It's just, it's hard sometimes. And the sad thing is that when I lived in Minnesota, or we lived in Iowa and stuff, this is how I felt. Like, I had people around me, but I still felt lonely. Like, I have a hard time making friends, like real friends that actually want to hang out with me, because I don't know, maybe I'm too picky, or I don't trust people. I've been burned a lot of times. And so I don't like to put myself out there anymore. I've had people who I thought were my friends, and people who I thought were my friends through work, and we would make plans, and then we would make plans, and sometimes, and we would like go out and have lunch or whatever, breakfast and stuff. And then after a couple of lunches or whatever it is, that kind of just tapers off and disappears and goes away. And it's happened to me on one or more than one occasion where we'll all plan something and nobody shows up. Nobody shows up. And the thing is like, these are people I work with. Like I see them in the office. They work in my department. So it's not like I won't see them, where they work in a different department or they work at a different like office or whatever it is. They work in my office. Like I sit next to them or whatever it is. And I mean, I don't know if I've ever told any of you this, that like one time I remember that like particularly has bothered me is like had made plans with this group of women and we were gonna have lunch at this big chain restaurant that was about 10 minutes away from my house. And we were like, yeah, we're gonna meet for lunch on Saturday or whatever it is. Everybody, let's meet at 11 o'clock, and we're gonna all hang out and have a nice time and all this stuff. So I get there, usually I get there a little bit early, because that's just who I am. And I got there and I decided, well, one, it's the middle of winter, so I just decided to hang out in the car till it got closer to the time we were supposed to meet. And instead of going inside and telling the person, the host or hostess or whatever it is, that I'm waiting for people. And it was probably a good idea that I didn't do that. So I waited, and the time rolled around. So it was like 11 o'clock or something that we were supposed to meet. And 11 o'clock rolled around and nobody had shown up yet. So I thought, oh, maybe they're inside or something and I've just missed them because maybe they showed up before I did. So I went inside and I asked, and I was told, no, nobody showed up. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll just hang out here for a little bit. And I waited and I waited and I think I waited for 15 minutes after 11 o'clock and nobody showed up. So I started calling everybody. Like, hey, where are you? It's like a quarter after 11. Nobody's here. Did I get the day wrong? Did I get the time wrong? Did I get place wrong or whatever? Nobody answered. And so I left voicemails. Nobody called me back. I was working for a really big company, and I don't know. I was a supervisor, and I didn't, I never treated anybody like I was better than them. I didn't, that's not the way I work. Because I've had management jobs before, and I've also been under people, who weren't exactly the greatest managers, who would treat their people not in the greatest way. And I don't like it when it's like that. To me, it's like I put my pants on the same way you do. Just because I have that title doesn't mean anything. As long as you do your thing as far as getting your job done, I'm not gonna be like all over you. That's not me. And so, it was never like I'm better than you or you're different than me just because I'm your supervisor or whatever it is. It was always like, I don't know. Anyway, so nobody showed up. And so I, went home and my husband was like, what happened? You only gone for like a half an hour, 45 minutes. What happened? I said, nobody showed up. He's like, what? And he worked for the same company I did. And he's like, what? Nobody showed up. I said, yeah, nobody showed up. And he's like, did you get the day or whatever wrong? I said, no, I have it written down. And I didn't. And so he's like, well, that sucks. I'm like, yeah, you're telling me I look really stupid because, I went inside and nobody showed up. So anyway, went into work the next, week on Monday, and I'm like asking everybody, so what happened? What happened? Nobody was there. Nobody was there. And of course, everybody's like, oh, I thought it was next week, or, oh, something came up or whatever. And I'm like, well, we can always reschedule. Then I got, I got this thing or I got that thing or whatever. And it was pretty apparent that it was like, okay, no, nobody wants to whatever. I don't know if it's because they just felt like having me as a supervisor and hanging out was just not appropriate or whatever. Because the thing is I've hung out with my my boss outside of work. Is more of a friend thing than anything else, because I always knew that there was work time and outside of work time, and that I never crossed that line where it was like where I expected my boss to treat me differently because I was friends with him or her. It was never like that. And in reality, it was always, it was always strictly professional at work. And then outside of work was outside of work. And that's just how it was. And so ever since then, no. I refused to do the whole friend thing, and I just never felt comfortable anymore. One, because I had been bullied like half of my life, until I was a freshman in high school. I had just a few friends in high school. And then as I got older, I just never felt like I fit in anywhere. Didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. And so what I thought was friendship, I don't know what that was. And so I've always told my kids, be careful who you choose as your friends. You have friends and you have acquaintances. And just like you have blood family and you have family that's not blood. And it's okay to have both. Because, you can't always choose your blood family. And sometimes your blood family kind of sucks. And that's why you have your extended family who you will maybe get along with better or whatever it is. And that's okay. And maybe you get along with them better because they understand you better. But I don't allow myself to get really all that close to anybody, to be like, yes, we're best friends or we're friends, like really friends. It's just, nope. I don't put myself out there anymore because to me it's just not worth it. I don't want to get hurt anymore. And I don't know if that's probably a bad thing, but unfortunately that's just the way it is. I don't know. Maybe that makes me a bad person. So maybe that's why I'm lonely. Because I don't want to put myself out there. Because I'm tired of being stepped on by people who pretend like they care, but they don't. I would rather feel lonely than feel like somebody's punched me in the gut because I trusted them. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. So yes. Anyway, on the 13th, I will have hip surgery. Don't know what like how that's gonna be. So if you, I can't say that I'm gonna be able to pre-record anything, but I will try to do that. And then I don't know. We'll see how things go. Because winter vacation has been going by super fast. My son goes back to school on the 7th, which is not that long from now. And anyway, so what I wanted to say is that number one, I hope you have, and I apologize for the dirty nails. It's been really yucky outside, and I cleaned my dog's feet off, and so it's been muddy out. So I have to clean his feet off before he gets back in the house. So anyway, apologize for that. So number one, it's okay to be tired, especially this time of year, because I'm sure you guys have a lot of stuff going on. Number two, cut yourself some slack, because I'm sure you're going to be exhausted. Number three, when you do have friends, pick your friends well. You don't need to have 500 friends. It's okay to only have one or two. That's what I tell my kids. It's okay to have one or two, because if those are the ones that you keep close and they stick with you for a long time, like mine have, then you know that they are true to you. And acquaintances are acquaintances, people to say hi, hello to. You may have a couple of things in common, but otherwise, they won't necessarily, you know who they are. And who you can count on. And that's what's important. And so yeah. And the other thing is I am going to probably make my banana lumpia here in a couple of minutes. I'll probably film it, even if I've shown you guys how to make it. What I'm going to do first is, I got to get my setup and everything. And my oldest asked me to make them. Super, super easy recipe to make. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to set everything up and make it. And so you guys can see what it's like to make it. It's got it's got 3 ingredients. Really easy. And you should be able to find most of the ingredients in your grocery store or your Asian market. And then so I'm gonna let my dog out and then set up, and then I will film that and then probably release that video tomorrow. In the meantime, if you've liked this video, if you managed to get this far, because we're at like 39 minutes, and you've watched to the end, I really appreciate it, because that helps me too. Thumbs up, subscribe, notification button, comment down below. That all helps me out. And then I will talk to you guys in the next one, which I'm going to make here in a couple of minutes. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do in the next one. I really want to make something. Oh, I know. I need to finish making those daisies. So maybe tomorrow I'll finish up what I need to make on the daisies, and I'll keep a couple back so you can see me make a couple more, and then walk through making the actual bouquet. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and stay safe. Don't drink and drive. If anything, have a designated driver. Take an Uber or Lyft or whatever it is. Take a taxi. I think you may want to double check, but at one point I think Uber or Lyft or whatever, and I think AAA offered something like they were called silver taxis or something, where you can call them and they'll come pick you up. Or like I said, have a designated driver if you are celebrating in that way. Or crash at your friend's house. That's what we used to do. I don't drink, but when we used to have people over, I would always say you're more than welcome to crash on the couch and hang out, and that's fine. We don't do that anymore, but please do that. Please stay safe. Please be smart, because I want you to be safe. You can celebrate, or you don't need to celebrate with alcohol. You can celebrate with, a soda. I'll have a Coke and some ice and I don't know, something fun. Have sparkling apple cider or sparkling grape juice or something like that. So have a happy new year. Here's to great things for 2025, and I will see you on the flip side. Bye.